At 3 a.m., while most of the world was still asleep, the front line was alive with a deadly silence. Under cover of darkness, Ukrainian snipers had already locked onto Russian positions from a long distance. The Ukrainian forces were now only about 500 meters from the enemy position, a clear sign that the encirclement was tightening. Long-range surveillance slowly gave way to direct pressure. With the cover of precision fire from behind, the attacking units began to advance systematically. They exploited the terrain, vegetation, and any gaps in cover to approach undetected. Step by step, the distance was being reduced.
4.5 on gun. 4.5 on gun.
The battlefield situation was under surveillance. From the darkness of night, Ukrainian snipers had already identified and locked onto Russian troop hiding positions from a distance. With constant surveillance, every tiny movement was recorded. Entry points, cover points, and even possible escape routes. The information didn't stop with the sniper team. The enemy's coordinates, movement patterns, and positional conditions were immediately relayed to the Ukrainian frontline troops. This was the moment when stealth operations turned into systematic pressure. While the snipers remained closely guarded from behind, watching, closing off space, and ready to suppress any enemy movement, the frontline troops began to advance slowly but surely. The approach was carried out with great discipline. Meter by meter, the Russian troops' hiding areas began to narrow. Their safe passages diminished. Their maneuvering space diminished. What was once a hidden position was now an isolated area. Long-range surveillance remained active. Pressure from the front continued to increase. As the distance closed, the operational phase changed. The Ukrainian troops began to prepare for CQB, close quarters battle. Tactics: fast, aggressive, and coordinated close quarters combat. The goal was clear: to approach, pressure, and then clear the enemy's hiding location directly. From a silent, long-range duel, it had now turned into a close-quarters confrontation. A hunt that begins in the dark will soon be decided from a distance of just a few dozen meters. The steadily building pressure finally reached its breaking point. One of the Russian troop hideouts was captured by Ukrainian forces. After hours of sniper surveillance and pressure from the frontline approach, the position slowly lost its protection. The exit route was blocked. Space for maneuver was increasingly limited. And when Ukrainian troops entered in a CQB formation, close combat was inevitable. The movement was swift, coordinated, and measured. Every angle was checked. Every cover was secured. Every potential threat was neutralized. In a short time, the hideout that had previously been a safe haven was transformed into an area completely under Ukrainian control. This wasn't just about capturing one position. This was the first breach in the enemy's defenses. With one location secured, pressure on other positions naturally increased. The defense lines were increasingly fragmented, and the remaining safe space for Russian troops was shrinking. An operation that began with quiet observation from afar now resulted in real control on the ground. And for Ukrainian forces, this was just the beginning of the next cleanup. With one hiding spot captured, the rhythm of the operation immediately changed. Ukrainian forces didn't stop, they capitalized on the momentum. The newly captured position was quickly secured and turned into a tactical control point. From there, observation expanded, the terrain became more visible, and enemy movement in the surrounding area became easier to detect. What had previously been hidden now became visible.
Зараз я приготую, командир. Там ТМ-ка. Если що, сейчас...
Let's move to a different sector, the urban area. Here, the situation is far more complex.
Погнали этот. Приходите жить, бой!
Russian troops are no longer hiding in open areas or natural positions, but instead are sheltering inside people's homes, exploiting the building's structures for natural cover. Concrete walls, narrow hallways, dark stairwells, and numerous enclosed spaces make every corner a potential threat point. Faced with these conditions, Ukrainian forces have returned to the same approach, CQB tactics.
Начали контролить этих долбоёбов.
But in an urban environment, CQB becomes much more intense and risky. Every building must be systematically searched. Every door could conceal a threat. Every room must be cleared one by one.
Старший брат может работать.
The team moves in tight formation, entering the house in a coordinated manner, checking the basement, hallways, stairwells, and even the back rooms. No room is overlooked. No corner is overlooked. The battle is no longer about distances of hundreds of meters, nor even tens of meters. In this sector, the distance is just a few steps. From outside buildings to inside cramped spaces, the operation is turned into an intense search, hunting for every remaining hiding spot within the city's crumbling walls. The hunt continues. From the forest to the trenches, and now, inside the city's homes.
Давай.